Hello everyone. So for today, I would want to talk about the fine needle aspiration biopsy. So I am Melanie and I had thyroidectomy. I had a tumor, so they need to take out that whole thyroid. So before doing that, of course, we did fine needle aspiration biopsy. Therefore, for today, I'll be telling you about my experience on the fine needle aspiration biopsy. So, what is fine needle aspiration biopsy? This is a procedure that they usually do to take sample of cells from the tumor, any tumor, and then they will check the type of the cells from this tumor. So it will help to determine whether the tumor is malignant or not malignant, or as we say, benign or cancerous. So, what is the first thing that I did when I had my fine needle aspiration biopsy? First, I took appointment from the hospital. It depends on the policy of the hospital. So, you have to get ideas or maybe ask the hospital what is their policy regarding this. So but then I but for me, I took the appointment, and then after that I went to that certain appointment. So appointments will really give you an idea how many time you will wait, of course, and what time you will go there. So I went in the hospital an hour, 1 hour ahead of my appointment. This is to give me time to look for the place because it's my first time to go in this particular hospital and particular part of the hospital. Though I am going to that hospital before, but not in this area. Okay, so the laboratory area. So, or the room for the fine needle aspiration. So, when I was there already, I registered my name and, of course, asked for the room for the FNA and then found the room. And when I was there, I told the nurse of that I am for fine needle aspiration. So this nurse is very accommodating and she walked me through with the procedure. She explained it to me and she asked me to sign a consent. So before signing the consent, she explained things. Actually, for me, she asked whether I want that she will explain it or the doctor will explain it to me. Because ideally it should be the doctor to who will explain the procedure. But on my end, since I'm a nurse, I just asked her to explain the procedure briefly and what will I expect inside the room. So after that, I signed the consent and I was asked to sit down there and wait for my turn for the fine needle aspiration. So while I am staying there, it helped me to calm down. I'm not really very much worried because, as I said, I'm a nurse and I know the procedure. At least I have an idea of what will happen. So when it's my time already, the nurse prepared the site, she cleaned it, and then when everything is ready, the doctor came. The doctor put an anesthetics, anesthetized the area. He used also an ultrasound because the FNA is ultrasound guided. Okay, so this will help the doctor where to puncture or to puncture the area and take the cells, so it will be easy for him using the ultrasound. Okay, so but during the procedure, how do I feel? For me, I think I was calm, but since the procedure took quite a long time and he used how many needles for the procedure, so I was really kind of why. So I asked the doctor what happened, why it's like that, and that is because he actually like used different technique. Okay, so he said so that we will have enough cells. Well, I understand that one, but if you are not a healthcare provider, um, the time and the procedure itself will make you a little bit worried. So I suggest that you should have someone with you to go to the hospital. At least even if that person cannot enter the room, at least he or she can stay outside and be your support after the procedure. Okay, so this is important. But if you think you can, then no problem. You can go alone, do the procedure, and then go home. So, going back to my story, during the procedure, so I mentioned he used many needles. And really, even with the anesthesia, I can feel the discomfort of passing or of entering of the entrance of the needle in the tumor. So passing the needle in the tumor many times over is not really very comfortable. So, but after that, thanks God, it's already finished. So the doctor prepared the slides. When then he said it's already enough. Okay, so after how many puncture, after how many syringes, he said the specimen is enough already for FNA. So okay, then after that, the doctor went out and then the nurse helped me out of bed. So after the procedure, they will just put a little, um, actually, even if you're not going to put something there already, but they did put a gauze and, of course, tape just to cover the um, puncture area. Okay. Um, After that, then I finished already and I went home to my flat. Okay, so one other thing, if you have someone with you when you went for FNA, this will be good because at least you have someone to drive you home. So for me before, I don't have anyone, so I have to ask Karim. Actually, it's an Uber here. It's similar to Uber here in the kingdom. So I went home after hiring Uber. Here we call it Karim. Okay. So eating for me was not very nice. I guess some other patients would say it's okay, but it's not really very comfortable. It's not painful. Well, I guess maybe it's painful for some. It's tolerable for me. There is pain, but it's tolerable. So it took me like 2 days of pain. So I have to eat slowly, and then third day is better. Fourth day is already good. So again, um, just for summary, if you want to do your FNA, if you are brave enough or if you think you can do it on your own, then go. But I advise that you should at least have someone with you to be maybe your support or even to just drive you home. Okay? And it's also nice to ask your doctor or your nurse if you have questions. So that's all about fine needle aspiration. Thank you for listening, for watching this video. So next video, I will be discussing another uh, thing related to thyroidectomy, or maybe my thyroidectomy journey already. Thank you so much, everyone.